Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with this lovely paper bag. Now I've got a couple of these. I might even have more if I actually dig around. But yeah, I think I've only got the two. But it's a lovely, lovely bag, isn't it? And this particular shop has gone bankrupt sadly now. So I assume you can't really get these bags anymore. But I've obviously hoarded them. Yep, as we like to do. Because I just really, really like it. So yeah, I would like to obviously come along and do something with it. Now, I always do struggle really with the paper bags a little bit on, you know, opening them out and trying to make the best use of them. So I'm just going to take this apart here along the, whoops, the bottom. Whoops, she says. You know where they're glued together. So yeah, we can then at least get it to a point where it's usable. So like that. Okay. Like that. So obviously now we've got it, you know, much more usable because it's just now a rectangle. So I don't know now whether we want to actually make this into maybe a folio of some sort. Obviously I've got the handles here, which probably we want to get rid of those. Let's just have a look and see. So I'm going to just bend this down, you know, at the corners, not the corners, you know, the sides. Now I'm thinking if we fold it here. Now I don't know whether this is just going to be too flimsy is the problem. Well, should we give it a try and see? So what I'm going to do is first of all slip it straight up here on this edge. So let me get my scissors. Right, there is a fold line, but I can't see it going right the way across. So I probably will make not a very good job of cutting this, if I'm truthful. But let's just take it down like that. Okay. Like that. Okay, so I've got this section left. Obviously, I'm going to keep that. Who knows what for, but yeah, let's keep it. Heaven forbid that we would throw anything out. So let's take the handles off. Now, I'm going to try and pull this out, or I might have to just try and pull the handles out. Okay. I don't want to tear the bag, but it might just tear if I'm not careful. So yeah, let's just tear that down. Oh my goodness. Right, I seem to have a little bit sort of stuck in there. So sorry that this is not visible, obviously, on camera. Obviously, without opening the bag up, which I don't really want to do. I'm trying to actually keep this, you know, get this, like the pipe cleanery type stuff from the handles all out, so it's all gone. Is that all gone? I think so. Right, so just get the other one out now as well. Okay. Oh. Yep, that one. Oh dear, left a bit in there. Okay. Oh. Okay, right. Get those out. Okie dokie, right. So we've got rid of the handles now. So I'm thinking if we were to make this into a folio, probably a little trifoldy type operation would be best. So it would fold like that and then, you know, come round obviously like that. Yeah. Sorry about that. I had to stop the camera and sneeze. So yeah, I apologise. Right. Now I'm thinking what I'm going to do is take this across to the sewing machine, I think, and stitch this around all of the edges. Now I don't know whether I am better off actually gluing this together and then stitching it. Yeah, I think it would probably benefit from being glued together, in which case I'm actually thinking would I be better off taking it apart. I'm just wondering if there's a join in here at all. Yeah, there is a join here now, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not going to really be able to peel that. Oh, I might be able to. Okay, well, I mean, if it rips, it rips. It's not the end of the world. So I'm just going to, yeah, tear it open here. So that's where the actual join was originally. So I must try and remember, this is my fold line. Okay, so I'm probably going to be better off gluing it one step at a time. So I'm going to use my 3-in-1. So a bit down here. Oops. This is that stiffish part from where the handles were. So yeah, let's get that kind of glued down. Okay, so I'm going to just go around here like that. Going kind of as close to the edge as I can. Okay. Like that. Right, then we can glue this piece down. Yeah, I think probably just better off doing this in sort of stages rather than trying to, you know, glue the whole thing. So I'm now just looking for my glue spreader. Where has my glue spreader gone, I wonder? No idea. Well, that's just no help whatsoever, is it? But I can't now see that. It was here, honestly, just that second ago, it was literally here. So like that, and then we take the middle bit. So again, just put a good line of glue down there. Okay. Stick that one down. Again, just use my my wipe. That's in the absence of a glue spreader. Obviously it's not resembling a glue spreader at all. Not quite the same thing, but just any glue that's kind of seeping out. So just open that back out, get some glue down here for the, you know, that solidy bit where the handles are. Right, now get some glue here. And then get the glue here as well. So yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm not making a good job of this. I couldn't be making it look worse, to be honest. Right, okay, so like that. And then this is going to fold in. So now I just want to make sure that I'm gluing back down, you know, where the original join was. So just put some glue back to that original join. Okay, right. Okay, my goodness, what a load of mucking about. Okay, so I'm going to take that to the sewing machine and just stitch around like a frame the whole way round the edge, and then I will come back. Okay, so I'm back from the sewing machine. So as you can see, all I've done is literally stitched around the entire, you know, frame, if you like, of the, you know, the base of the bag. Now, I've got this book page here, and I thought we could make some pockets and things like that to pop into here. And I've also got the section that I cut off. So as you can see, I've just stitched straight down this edge. What I did was I refolded it so that I had more pattern on each side, if that makes sense. So rather than leave it as it was, I'm hoping that then I'm going to be able to make some sort of pockets or something from this as well. So I think what I need to do, ooh, this is like throwing me off now, but I think what I need to do is cut this down to sort of the rough height of the folio. So I'm just going to cut it across here. And again, like I always say, it doesn't matter if it's shorter, it's just going to matter if it's longer, you know, or taller. So yeah, we've cut that one down like that now. Don't know whether we want to have it folded over another time, because that might be making it pretty thick, if I'm honest. Yeah, it might be better not being as thick as that. So what I might do is use that as a guide to just cut that there. Okay, like that. Okay, so yeah, quite like that. And I will just do the same with this one. So just want to take this down a little bit more like that. And then again, just fold this one over. Maybe we'll make this one slightly bigger. Now, I probably should iron this because, you know, it's looking pretty scrumpled if I'm truthful. But, hey, I'm not going to. It hopefully won't really show too much once it's made anyway. But, yeah, I probably should have ironed it if I'm honest. Okay, right. So I'm going to throw this piece away because that's like a scrappy side. So that's a couple of kind of, you know, pieces that I've made. Again, I might glue those together before stitching down the other side. Now this one, I think, let's just see if we want to do... Just wondering whether we could actually go right across the middle on here. So yeah, we could probably come in here. So I'm just going to cut that down. Yeah, probably about there. Probably could actually get away with cutting it more or less on the lines there. So let's just take those down there. And these are just literally, you know, pages that are laying about on my desk. So, you know, I'm really not kind of trying to overthink this or anything. I'm just using literally stuff that's laying about, you know, just putting it in randomly and quickly is the plan. So I've got here some postage stamp book. So again, just fold that down because I'm thinking then we could do maybe another bit there. And what else do I have? I did have some more of this, but I'd already folded it lengthways, which I quite like it lengthways. So probably want to have some and some, you know, some lengthways, some the other way. Actually, I've just got this one. Yeah, should we do this? So if I just take that one like that. Okay, and again, just cut that down along those edge lines like that, and then just there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is glue these bits together, as in like that, glue them together, and then probably take those to the sewing machine, and then we can kind of adhere these onto the folio itself. So I will be back. Okay, I'm back from the sewing machine again. So what I have done is I've obviously stitched all these bits together. I think I possibly stitched some extra bits actually. Yeah, I think I maybe stitched some extra bits, or maybe I need to still stitch some extra bits. No, I've stitched that one. So yeah, I think I need to still stitch this one. So yeah, let's just kind of get on with, you know, where I'm at really. So this is actually a different day for me. So I have to, you know, apologise if I'm a little bit scatty, but it's hard to remember kind of where I got up to. Now, I'm going to obviously have this bit in the middle, and yeah, I'm going to obviously put this, yeah, I think somewhere on the edge, although I may have it on the inner edge so that then I've got more of the patterned kind of section of the bag showing. Now I've got some various laces here, and of course the obvious colour would be to go with the ivory, which let me just pull that in. Oh gosh, right. So the obvious colour would be the ivory, but I'm tempted to mix this up because sometimes it's fun to do the, you know, unobvious things. I don't know if there's such a word as unobvious, but you know, they're not the obvious things anyway. Let's just put it like that. So I've also got this blue. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what's she talking about? That's just like really weird. But just wondered whether the blue might be really quite nice on here. What do you think? I wish again that I could hear you guys, because you know, I'm pretty sure that you're probably all thinking, oh, she's lost the plot completely. But I mean, I'm kind of thinking maybe that might be quite nice. Just because I've pulled the blue in, and now, oh, what am I doing? I'm just now going off completely crazy. So yeah, I think we'll go with these bits here. Now, I've also got lots of book images and things that I'm wondering whether we could incorporate on here. Oh, I can't bring myself to use these. Look at how lovely they are. Been hoarding these for the longest time. It's just crazy behaviour. So let me just bring in instead, yeah, because obviously I'm still wanting to hoard them, which, I mean, what is that about? But I've got those historical buildings of West Sussex, so I'm thinking maybe some of these I might be able to incorporate into the background. Let's just have a look. Okay. Now, obviously, these look quite white in comparison to the folio itself, or, you know, the paper bag itself. So I'll probably have to ink them up a little bit. But, yeah, I'm thinking kind of we could have these torn somehow in the background. So let's just take this one, for example. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking something like that in the background might look quite nice with this. I want this to be quite eclectic and, you know, not kind of necessarily, you know, the predictable things that you would expect to have on here. Obviously, there's always a risk that, you know, by doing that, you're just not going to end up with something you actually like. Because obviously, there's a reason why we use predictable things, aren't there? You know, it's normally because that's what's going to go best. So I might, yeah, I might backtrack. I might regret my decisions here. But let's have a look. Okay. So, I mean, that's quite nice, isn't it? And then I would have this one over here. So, like that, I'm thinking. So, I mean, I don't mind that. What do you think? I think it's quite nice. And then we could probably have an envelope flap as well. Maybe tucked in here or tucked in maybe on this one, like that. Loving how that looks, to be honest. It looks very, very pretty. So, yeah, I'm going to put some of this here. Now, do we want anything else in that background? I mean, obviously, it's going down a bit of a sort of blacky brown route, which, I mean, I love using black and brown, so I don't have a problem with that at all. But just having a look around on the desk and seeing what else I've got here, whether I could incorporate any other colours. I mean, now I'm kind of backtracking and thinking, perhaps the blue's wrong. But what about if we used something like this? So, yeah, I'm thinking just tear this down. Okay. I'll just tear a strip of this off. Okay. Thinking, you know, could we have something like that? I don't know. You know, kind of, am I going to regret these weird, you know, very, very eclectic things and kind of think, oh, I should have just stuck with the more neutral, safe things? Or do we think that actually, you know, sometimes it's nice to be totally random and do the unexpected, which it is, isn't it? You know, because that's sometimes when we get our nicest things that we like the best. So just got this book page, which of course, you know, this is the book page that I've used for, you know, some of these pockets. So I'm thinking we could definitely have some of that in that background as well. Okay, right. Let's go for it. So I'm going to just put some of this down. Now this book page, as it happens, this is quite ivory coloured anyway. It's not kind of a really bright white or anything. So I think I can get away with not actually inking that or anything. Okay. Oops. So I'm just going to put that down like that. Okie dokie. Okay. So not too bad a start. And then here Yeah, I do love that. I'm just going to get rid of this edge with the that bit of writing on, because I think that's making it look a bit strange. Yeah, I think that definitely looks better. It's weird, isn't it, how just those little things can really make such a big difference to whether or not you like something. So get rid of that, and then we'll just pop this one down. Okay, like that. Oh, I love how that looks. So pretty. Right. Okay, so then this is going to go here. Now, obviously, this is 2 pockets here, but I'm thinking we could possibly add like another one, not another pocket, but another flap or something to make it more interesting still. So let me just have a look around the desk. I'm so sorry, I've just got such a horrible cold at the moment. I can't seem to shake it off. So, yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Right. Let's have a look. So I've got some vintage document here, which, yeah, it's got one of those little, what do you call it? Split pin in it. So let's just tear this down. Oh gosh, did not make a very good job of tearing that, but never mind. So yeah, I'm wondering, let's just spread that split pin out. Might keep it on there because it's kind of quite nice. Now, I was thinking of having an envelope or something here, but now I'm thinking perhaps we could have this, which actually now I'm thinking probably get rid of this top bit. Okay, so yeah, put that down. Okay. Like that. Right, it's still quite wide, so obviously I will have to come down with this, but if we went over here, yeah, kind of thinking like that, maybe cut it about here, okay, like that. So kind of hooking this over, I want to have this bit showing ideally, so have it here like that. And actually I could probably still have an envelope on here. So yeah, I was thinking have that instead of. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I just had to blow my nose again. Yeah, I'm thinking here like that, and we could then have an envelope at the bottom as well. Now, is that too wide? Yes, it is. So yeah, not that envelope, but we could just have, I guess, the other bit of the document like that. So we have like a fold down and then a fold up. That would be fine, to be honest. That would be fine. So yeah, let's just fold this down like that. And then, so that's going to glue on here. Okay, so I'm going to get gluing a couple of these bits on now. So I'm going to glue this one here. Okay. Like that. Okay, and then let's just glue this one down. Now, obviously, because I've made this awful job of this, I'm wondering whether I need to neaten this up. At first, I thought it wasn't really bothering me, but to be honest, yeah, it looked a little bit too rubbish. A little bit too rubbish, I think. So, yeah, I think it looks a bit better now. I'm just going to tidy up this edge as well. Didn't make a very good job of that edge either. Okay. Right, okay. So, yeah, I'm going to glue this one down here. Okay. Oh, nearly glued it on the wrong way. What's wrong with me? Oh. Right. So that's going to be down like that. So I just want to make sure it's roughly in the middle of there. And then this one, going to fold up over it. I think like, yeah, probably like that. Okay. Okie dokie. So I just need to take that edge down because, my goodness, I have not made a very good job of that. And again, I'm doing this completely kind of, you know, topsy-turvy. I should have obviously cut it first before gluing it on, but never mind. Right, oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Okay, right, happy with that. And then I've got obviously more images from that book, which I'm thinking maybe have glued on to that flap. Like that. Looks rather nice, doesn't it? And yeah, let's just hook that up. Okay. Okay, so I quite like that. Right, so we're going for just the black and white kind of look in the middle. I'm not saying we're going to stick with that all over because we might add some colour sort of somewhere else. But yeah, just for the moment, I think that looks quite nice. Now, do we want to go for the blue, which is a different look, isn't it? We could go for the, the fabric, which again, it's a different look. Or we could play it safe and go with the ivory. Something now is telling me I'm going to just be playing it safe and boring and going for the ivory. I didn't want to. I wanted to be adventurous, but yeah, I'm kind of now backtracking a little bit and thinking, oh, I'm not sure now. Feels a bit too adventurous for me. So like that. Now we can have obviously a paper clip, just holding this all closed like that. Okay, right. Now, just need to check that this is all going to fold up and that I haven't made this a bit wide. So I have made it slightly on the wide side, so I just need to trim this down slightly at the side. Best put my glass. Oh, glasses on. So sorry. Don't know what's happened to me. Like, it's coming up for lunchtime. So maybe having that crazy midday thing. Need to obviously stop and get some lunch. Lunch and a cup of tea maybe is required. So yeah, let's just trim that down there. Okay. Right. Okay. So we have this one now. This is going to go here. So I'm just going to squish this down here so that it's, you know, folded down properly. Like that, okay. And then that's going to butt up against there. And then this one, just going to fold this one down again so that that's squished down properly. Now, this really could do with a bit of tidying. But I'm not going to worry too much at this stage, if you can see at the bottom there. Because, you know, I may put lace or something along there, you know, it's probably going to get covered up quite a bit anyway. So I'm not going to get myself in too much of a panic about that, I think, at this stage. So, yeah, shall we put this pocket down here then? Yeah, let's go for that. Otherwise, I could be here all day just kind of deliberating. Shall I, shan't I? Shall I, shan't I? So, yeah, let's get that pocket put down. And when I say that pocket, I mean, obviously it's got, you know, 3 pockets on it. And it's obviously got those couple of flaps. So, I mean, it's not just one pocket. It's multiple, you know, multiple things, isn't it, going on there. So, let's squish that down. Okay. Oh, this is a really fun project, I have to say. I mean, much helped because I do love those paper bags. And like I say, I had been hoarding them for ages. You know, keep thinking, oh, I'm going to do something with those. I'm going to do something with those. And then, you know, of course, still not doing anything with them. So this is really, really nice to be able to actually come along and do something finally. Now, obviously in that middle section, I'm thinking I could have a bit of a flippy pad going on. So I've got obviously the rest of that vintage document. So I might use some of that. Okay. So yeah, I could probably take that down here. Okay. Okie dokie. Like that. Okay. Pair that across here. Okie dokie. Right. Have a look. So yeah, this is thickish paper. This sheet. This is quite thin, but this sheet that was sort of the outer cover, it's thicker. So let's put that like that. Actually, I'm now thinking could even have this more like a sort of maybe I should have that as some sort of like foldy document type piece. Not sure now. Right, well I might hold fire on that and yeah, just give it a bit of thought because I don't want to kind of make the wrong decision. So we're going to then have on this side the envelope and this pocket here. And I think let's put another couple of pockets on there as well because, you know, it seems a shame to just have one, doesn't it? So let me have a look around and see whether I've got some other envelopes that would be good to pull in. So I just need to go beneath my desk, I'm afraid, and just grab a couple of envelopes. So hold on a second. Okay. I don't know what that is. Ooh. I don't know whether this is going to be suitable, this envelope. Right, got a few. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, no, not that one. Yeah, that might do. Okay, and as it happens, that one's been lined, which is quite good. Right, okay. So we've got this one. Oh, very flimsy, this one. And it's very yellow, so I don't want to have that one. It's a bit too yellow for this project. We've got this one, which obviously was white. So I might coffee dye this one. Yeah, maybe coffee dye this. This is obviously the same size as the brown one. And then I've just got this smaller one, which we could have kind of here. Or we could have it maybe on the inside if it fits. Kind of just about fits. Only just, if I'm truthful. Let's just have a look and see. Because what I'm thinking, I could have it potentially. Oh, I don't know. I was going to say put there, but actually no, I don't think so. Right. So I mean, these folios, they really are just to kind of play around and see what fits where. You know, experiment really. So right, let me just get my coffee dye mixture. Okay, just dab off the brush, which has now got bits on it. Bits from when I used it last. So hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Scrape off those bits on the top of the coffee. Okay. Hopefully. Right. So let's move this out of the way. So I'm just going to coffee dye quickly this white one, just so it's not so stark, because otherwise it's just going to stand out, you know, like a sore thumb. Okay. Okie dokie. Like that. Okay. Right. And just quickly dry that off. Yeah, I can't decide now whether to go for the ivory lace or coloured. And I don't know whether to leave this whole folio just black and white. I feel like I haven't done a black and white project for a while, so it might be quite nice to do that, because I do love using the black and white. Yeah, and I do feel like it's been a while, so maybe black and white is the way to go with this. Because I'm kind of being dictated to by the colours on the bag in the first place. So, you know, it's already kind of showing me the way, isn't it? You know, telling me to use the black and white. Okay. Right. Okie dokie. So that's my envelope. Now it's going to go this way round, so I'm thinking I need to line it with some book page or, you know, maybe some document or something, just so it's not, you know, not completely plain. So let's just take this sheet here, which is quite texty. Okay. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Okay, and then I have to take that down at the top. Yes, I did. Yeah. So just bring that down here. Okay. Right. Let's just quickly cut the, you know, those raggedy bits off that I've just not done very well. Okay. Okay, right. And then we can glue this into the envelope. Like that. It's just to reinforce it and make it a little bit more sturdy. Now, I have to say, in hindsight, I should have obviously wiped the coffee off of my desk, because, of course, every time I'm putting the envelope down, it's going on that wet coffee, which is, of course, you know, keep making the envelope soggy. So, sorry, I'm just going to quickly dry it off. Okay. Okay, right, so let's put that in here. So I might cut this down because I don't need that whole flap. You know, it's just got to be enough to actually be able to glue it onto the pocket. So we shall just cut that off and then glue down some of the document. Okay. Oh, I really need to wipe my desk. It's just picking up all sorts of bits now from my desk constantly, because it's got obviously glue and, yeah, all sorts of bits. So, right, let's pop that down like that. Okay. Right, pop that in there. Slide that in. Right, there we go, and then we can just trim that down here, and that's great because I've still got some of that document then that I can use somewhere else. So I'll keep that to one side. Right, okay, let's fold that flap down. Okay, now bearing in mind I will probably be decorating this anyway, so, you know, if you're thinking, oh gosh, that looks terrible, It does look terrible, but I will probably be putting something over it anyway. Now I have to say, having a few problems here getting this to glue down. So I'm just going to press that down a bit more, and I might just use my 3-in-1 to be honest, because I think maybe it would just benefit from that. So yeah, let's run the 3-in-1 down. It might just be where that's quite a sheeny bag. I think it would sort of just, yeah, benefit from the 3-in-1 instead. I mean, I think it would dry with the PVA type glue, but obviously it's taken a while, which is not great because I'm still working on this. So okay. Press that down. Okie dokie, right. Okay. So then we've got the pocket here. Now let me just check that this isn't too tall for the piece it's going on. It is a little bit tall, so I'm just going to trim it down here. And a little bit at the top. Okay. And then we're just going to put our envelope. Now, we could have, or we could have this. Oops. And then maybe this one. And then maybe that one. Well, that might be a bit much. So yeah, perhaps we should have just... Right, let's glue this one down first. So I'm just going to again trim that envelope down. Now this brown envelope, I do quite often reinforce these with something on the inside. I haven't done on here, but to be honest, hopefully it will be strong enough. You know, the craft paper I always think seems like it's a little bit tougher than the, you know, the normal paper, if you see what I mean. So hopefully it will be, you know, strong enough. Now I've tucked that into there because I actually haven't glued those pockets together here. I wanted this to have the full range of the depth there to be able to tuck bits in. And then this one here we will have there, or we could just have the smaller one. So let's just see. Or actually, now I'm just thinking, could we have the smaller one here at all? Let's just see. Oh, I don't know. So then it would open like 1, 2, 3. Oh, that maybe is quite nice actually. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly take this one down slightly more. Okay, like that, and like that. Okay, cut that thread off. Right. Okay. Squish that one down. Then I'm going to take this one. Now again, I can cut some of this flap off because we don't need it to be so big as that. And then just glue this down. Okay. So turning it over, and we're going to have that there. Oops. So that's going into there. So it will open underneath the envelopes, which are then over it, if that makes sense. So that one will be underneath. And then we have this one. Okay, right, yes, I'm quite liking that. Now just before, yep, I know, just before we glue that down, just going to check that we do like it like that, and we wouldn't prefer this maybe on this side. Okay. So yeah, I think we can have it there. Now just before I glue it in or glue it on, I may just put some lace down here just to reinforce this. So I'm now actually thinking black lace, because, you know, like we talked about earlier, perhaps I should just embrace the, you know, I've got the black here anyway, so perhaps we should just go with the black. And it is a while, like I say, since I've done a black project anyway, so, and I do always just absolutely love the black. And just because we've put the black here, it doesn't mean that we can't, you know, include some extra colours in a minute, so, or, you know, further down the line. So yeah, let's get started with just the black, and if we want to add more later, at a later stage, then we also can, or always can, can't we? So let's put that one down there. Okay, like that. Okay. Okay, right. Let's trim that off. And that's just obviously helping to strengthen where that spine, or, you know, where the fold is. So it's all kind of a good thing to do by putting the lace down. Then we've obviously got this one here, which we're going to have glued onto here. So again, just going to now attach the flap of this envelope. Okay, I think again pop that into there if I can. So yeah, oops, like that. Okay, oh dear, come on. Oh dear. Right. Okay, so yep, all of that's all down now, and then that whole thing I will glue onto that side like that. Okay, so press that down really nicely, and then what we do is we just run some glue down this here, then here, oops, there, and then here as well. Okay, right, that whole thing then just gets glued down. Now again, just want to go in as close as I can to the fold, so it just helps to kind of like fold it up and check where that fold is. Okay, so like that. Okay, right, looking good. Oh, I'm loving how this looks so far. Really, really, really nice. Okay, so squish that down, press it down like that. Oh, I love how it's looking. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So pleased I hoarded that bag now. So yeah, then we've got obviously envelope here. Just get rid of that bit of glue there. Envelope here, and then we've got another envelope here which just opens downwards like that. So yeah, it's coming together pretty well, isn't it? So we've got quite a few bits going on now, you know, with not really much effort really that we've had to do so far. So yeah, I hope that you're enjoying how it's coming along. We will come back and do some more work on this another day, but I think that's probably, you know, probably enough for today. Yeah, hopefully you think we've made quite a good start. Maybe it's inspired you to get out some of your previously hoarded bits. Maybe you've got some paper bags or something like that, maybe decorative ones that, you know, you've been keeping kind of for something special or a special project, or just because you really like them and you don't want to get rid of them. And maybe this will kind of, you know, instill you with some, you know, confidence and inspiration of maybe how to use them, but still then keeping a lot of the pattern from the paper bag showing. So yeah, hope that you enjoyed the project so far, the start of it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.